Shadow people, this is my stories, my encounters, my documentaries. So, like, I had many encounters, you know what I'm saying? Such as the figure you just seen right now at the beginning of the video. But however, I'm just gonna go straight to the point. Like about, you know, let's say like on a time frame of 15 years. I'm 30 years old now, so, you know, I was like about maybe 8 or 9 years old when I first encountered this shadow person that I couldn't even explain. I couldn't even explain like how the experience was. Like, it was just such a feeling that it was just out of this world. Like, you know, and I was living in, you know, one of these buildings, apartment buildings in 835 and 156th Street, and it was just so scary. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause I lived in the first floor, so it was just apartments that, you know what I'm saying, it had like just one room as privacy, and the other rooms you just have to walk by to be able to go to the bathroom. But long story short, I was in the middle room, you know, and my bed was by the corner, and the window was, you know, just a few feet away from my bed, and all I seen was just the curtains blowing. Like, the wind was blowing that day, you know, it was a windy type of night, you know. And as I was going to bed, you know what I'm saying, I'm looking at the window, and I couldn't explain what I was seeing, you know what I'm saying. I was just kind of rubbing my eyes, and as I look from the floor up, I see this shadow figure, you know, with the hat and the trench coat and everything. I couldn't explain what I was seeing, and I just broke down to tears, and I ran to my mom's room and stuff like that. I just didn't know what to do. So as I go to my mom's room, I was just straight bugging out, you know what I'm saying. I was just wigging out. I didn't know what to do. My father came running from the living room at the time because he wasn't really sleeping with my moms and shit. But you know, I was like, Mom, I have to sleep in your room, you know what I'm saying. So she was like, it's okay, you know what I'm saying. So as I'm going to sleep in her room, I encounter another spirit that I couldn't even explain. Part 2 of the following story. So as I'm laying down in my mother's room, I'm in my mother's room and I'm laying down in my sister's bed. So you know, I go to my mother's room and all that shit, and you know, my sister wasn't in the room at the time, you know what I'm saying. My mother had 2 beds in the room, and as I lay down in the room after seeing the fucking shadow figure and all that, and the case may be, I was seeing a white spirit this time. It wasn't a shadow or anything like that, and there was a baby crawling. So, you know, as I'm laying down in the bed, you know what I'm saying, in my mother's room in the corner, you know what I'm saying, she had like a duffel bag, you know, and I'm looking on the floor, and I just see this baby crawling, and the baby looked at me smiling and stuff, and I just didn't know what the fuck I was seeing, or I couldn't explain what was happening. But I'm just gonna put it like this, like, you know, my building where I was living at the time on the first floor in 835 and 156th Street in the Bronx, my building was just straight up voodoo building, you know what I'm saying? Like, people used to do brujerias in the basement and stuff, and I guess when, you know, I used to probably peek through the bathroom when, you know, the conditions and the time, the conditions, how it was in the apartments, you know, I was just peeking and looking at the stuff that these people was doing, these rituals and all that. So I guess these type of things must have happened because certain things ain't meant to be seen.